I'm Ratna Bhushan, a friend, motivator, and guide to IAS aspirant, international motivational speaker, leadership trainer, CEO, coach, political strategist, and policy advisor. Jiggler on selling. Jiggler on selling. This is the important factuals. What I'm telling you, I'm saying to you, it will be definitely played a great role. It is going to be a great role. If you'll note it down, if you'll follow it properly, definitely it is going to play a role. Finding someone willing to buy. Finding someone willing to buy. How to stay in business in the profession of selling. Once, when her car hit a large pothole and no road repairs were made despite her repeated calls, Sheila painted a huge white circle around the hole. Later, the word pothole and dabbed a giant arrow below it. Next, she called the local newspaper and told them for a photo opportunity on Route 22 near Sun Valley Road. The pothole was repaired the same day the picture appeared in the paper. The great debate. An ongoing debate at every sales get-together training when two salespeople start talking in this. What is the most important part of selling process? What is the most important part of the selling process? A disproportionate number believe that closing sales more effectively would solve all their selling problems. Some say that the only way to sell success is to sell the proper product. Others say that handling objection is the key success. One group claims that making a powerful presentation is the most important area, and still another group believes determining the specific wants and needs of the prospect is most important to sales success. The reality is, if you can't handle all phases of the sales process, you will not sell enough to stay in the profession. Prospecting. However, regardless of how good your closing skills, your product, your ability to handle objections, your presentation, or your skills are determining wants and needs, you are out of business if you don't have a prospect. The consensus among outstanding salespeople and sales trainer is almost unanimous. Prospecting is the most important key to sales success. Without prospects, you are disqualified as a sales professional done before you even get started. It is true that a journey of the 1,000 league begins with but a single step. And it is equally true that until you have a prospect, you have no chance to making a sale. Someone once facetiously remarked, the only problem with making a sale is the fact that you just lost your best prospect. Obviously, this is true. But when you replace that prospect with several more, you have actually won twice. Without prospect, you are out of business. With prospect, the professional salesperson has a chance to change the world, starting with your own. So let's look at this most area of the sales prospecting. So number one is what? What is the prospect? A prospect is an individual or a group of capable of making the decision on the product or service the salesperson is selling. There is obviously a difference between a prospect and a suspect. Prospect and suspect. Suspect is a name that could be a prospect. So the name offers hope. But unless that hope has solid foundation, you have only a prospect. Suspect. A prospect has a need for the product, a possible desire to own that product, and the financial capability to implement that decision. You spend time with prospect. You invest time with prospect. Invest time with prospect.